Hello everyone, and on today's Figma quick tip, I'm gonna share with you how to create a slide to interaction. So let's get right to it. I have this page here and have some elements that I'll drag into it to build this interaction. So go along with me. First of all, we'll start by hitting F to start using the frame tool. I'll hit and drag here to create a frame. Let me add a fill to it, make it fully rounded. Maybe I can add a stroke to it as well. Now, within this frame, I'll drag and drop this handle element here that you can see is basically a frame with an icon within it, and it's fully rounded. So hit Command X, click on my frame here, hit Command V, and I'll align it. Okay, so let me add this text here just to give a hint of the action. And just to illustrate, I'll add this lock icon. And the final thing before going to the next stage is actually create a square here that is exactly the same size as my handle here, 58 by 58. Make it fully rounded. And you'll see why it has to be a rectangle instead of a circle, but just follow with me. And let me add some color to it, like this blue here. And then I'll copy it to my slide, move it to the bottom. Let me call it fill. And then I will align perfectly with my handle there. So now let's duplicate this and create the next stage of the slider. That's basically when you slide it through all the way. So I have this other version of the handle that changes the icon. Hit Command X, select the other one. Hit Command Shift Option V to place instead. Now let me change this label here to something like unlocked. I'll change the color to white and you see why. And now what I'll do is select my fill that is beneath my handle, drag it all the way through to fill the entire frame. And lastly, I'll move my handle to the end of the slider. Let me create a last step here. That's basically another screen. Get rid of these and move this away. So now all I have to do is to select my handle in the first stage, get to the prototype tab, add an interaction to it, set it to on drag, and the action is navigate to this page here. So as you can see, on drag, you navigate to the next page, and I'll add this Smart Animate interaction here. Next thing I want to do is add a page interaction here to this next one, set it to after delay, have it like 100 milliseconds, and Smart Animate as well. So hit enter, and that's it for my prototype. Let's see how it's working. I can click on the handle here and start dragging it. But as you can see, the handle is actually below the labels. Let's fix that. Let me select the label and move it. The most important thing is that the handle is the first thing in the frame, as you can see here. Now let's play the prototype once again. And then when I drag it through, the slider gets filled and the label actually changes. And if I release, the screen gets unlocked. So this is the slide to unlock, and I'd like to show a second version of this slide interaction that you can use in your prototypes and layouts. That is for example, destructive actions. So I have an example here of the bottom sheet, and here I have a destructive action. And instead of using the confirmation as a regular modal to say yes or no, you can use this slider to add a bit more friction if that's needed, and it's a more sensitive action. I'll select it, go to the prototype, and as you can see, I have a noodle set to be on click. And with the Smart Animate sets to change between one screen and the other. So to make this transition a bit smoother, what I'll do is actually to select this bottom sheet here in the next one, hit Command C, go to the previous page, Command V, drag it all the way down until it gets hidden in the frame, and do the opposite. Now I will Command C the bottom sheet here, go to the next page, hit Command V, and drag this one all the way down. So let me preview it. So here, when I hit the destructive action in the prototype, the previous bottom sheet goes away, this missing, and the new one with the slider comes in. It's pretty quick, but it's a bit smoother than just changing from one to the other. Can you see it? A bit cooler, right? And now lastly, what I have to do, I have the same slider that I showed you previously with the first state and the second state. I'll just select this bottom sheet here, go to the prototype. I already have this noodle with on drag interaction. It's Smart Animate. This is a custom bezier, but it could be anything. You can set to ease in or ease out the way you want. But basically it's on drag and Smart Animate. That's the main thing. And lastly, the same thing that I did previously, I add an empty page here that is basically a transition between this last stage of the slider to an empty page that also is set to after delay and 100 milliseconds. And the thing that I add here in this custom bezier is just overshoot. So basically it will go up a bit before going down. So you see this in the animation. I have a full tutorial on how to understand this bezier curve that you can take a look. Let me select the first page here, play the prototype, destructive action, shows the slider bottom sheet. I start dragging. And once I release, it goes away. So that's the overshoot, you know, it goes a bit up and then all the way down. So yeah, that's it for this Figma quick tip. I really hope it helps you with your future prototypes and layouts, and also spark you some ideas of how to use the slider interaction to add a bit of friction when you're dealing with sensitive actions. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and share it with the other designing folks. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.